Hi guys, this is Jacqui Cooper with JCooperTravels and welcome. This is a part of our New Year series. New Year's resolutions, whether it's in health, finance, travel, we all think about new things at the top of the year and even throughout the year. And we always make predictions as to how we're going to change. And so this is a great way to have you take your first step. For those that might not know about my podcast, my background is kind of diverse. I am an attorney, but also I'm in the special education area. And then I also am an entrepreneur in the travel space and in other areas. And I love speaking with people, and I connected with Dr. Brown through our LinkedIn connection, and we're doing a series on how do you stay healthy so that way you can enjoy your quality of life both now as well as when you travel. So definitely check out the podcast series. I'm going to be posting her podcast on Wednesday because that's Wellness Wednesdays. So you can always check that out on Wednesdays. And Dr. Brown, how are you doing today? Thank you so much for being on and always talking to us about new and interesting and important topics. How are you doing?
I'm good, and thank you. Thank you, Jacqui. Uh,
So tell us a little bit more your background, your practice, and how people can contact you. For those that might not be familiar with podcasts, there's always a little block of information below the podcast as well as the YouTube. So links will definitely be in there. Definitely like and subscribe so you can always learn more about our continuing series. But Dr. Brown, how can people contact you?
People can contact me at Indie Health Calls, and I'm Dr. Tiffany Brown. I'm a naturopathic doctor, and how I got here as a naturopathic doctor is because I had my own health issues, and I was going from doctor to doctor trying to fix my female health issues. Nothing was working. The doctors was doing what they were supposed to be doing. And so I just one day took a look and see what they was doing in the natural world. Got overwhelmed because they're doing so much. I chose one thing, and I did see a difference, but I didn't fix my problem. I just saw improvement. So I started looking for a naturopathic doctor, a herbalist, a whole whoever was doing holistic that was close to me, and there was nobody. So I was like, okay, this is a spot I can do this. So went to school 4 years later. Here I am. I have my own online business where I can see patients from anywhere. I work with I can work with the doctors as well, with the patients. And so just indiehealthcalls.com. Check me up on website. I got a 10-minute free consultation if you want to know more.
Yep. So past conversations that we've had have involved both the COVID vaccine, how do you use your mask so it stays healthy and not dirty? We've talked about the autoimmune side. We've talked about other important areas to stay healthy. Today's topic is something that, as I mentioned to you before we started the broadcast, something that I definitely think I need, and it involves zinc. So explain a little bit more why zinc is important within our own body chemistry and why we need to be thinking about incorporating that into our diet. Tell us more about that.
Yeah, yeah. Zinc is for especially for this time of the year, it's really good because the white blood cells hold a lot of zinc, and it's best to start supplementing extra zinc in your diet with supplements right about now, especially in the cold and flu seasons, because your white blood cells are the ones that's going to fight the viruses and the bacteria that invade your body. So you want to make sure your white blood cells are fit. They have zinc, and zinc help kill viruses, and so um, zinc will be a perfect addition right now. 15 milligrams extra a day will be good, or 15 milligrams a day is the recommended daily dose. And if you feel like a cold is coming on, you can easily creep up to 30 and 45 milligrams until the cold goes away, and you'll be okay.
So you mentioned zinc and
Mhm.
also zinc plus lozenges.
Yeah.
How do you get that? And
Mhm.
is there a difference between what you might buy at a, a, a drugstore versus what you might get at your website, for
Yeah.
example?
Yeah. So at my on my website, full script, it's fullscript.com. You can go on, and that's where I've picked out some different zinc products that I like, and the one we're discussing is the zinc lozenges is really really awesome, and so you can get it on my website, and it's a reputable website where you know what you're getting. You know, if you order from some other website, you don't know what you're getting, and so and plus two what about so yeah but yeah, so but other supplements, zinc supplements, you go to the store and buy them. You don't know if it's gonna have that bioavailability as one that's like a pharmaceutical grade zinc supplement. So that's something you might have to be a little want to be a little cautious about. Not saying that if you go to Walmart or Walgreens and buy a zinc supplement, you won't get as much, you won't get no benefit. There probably is some benefit from the zinc there. There's different forms also, so you just kind of got to know which form you kind of want to go with also as well when you're buying zinc.
So, if you have a deficiency of
Mm,
zinc, what might that look like? How would you know if you're deficient in
yeah.
zinc?
Yeah, the main deficiency that we kind of hear about a little bit in the news now is a loss of taste and smell. And a lot of people don't realize, they have a loss of taste and smell that could be just a zinc deficiency. Could be something else, but zinc is cheap, inexpensive, so it'd be a good way to start to see if it really is a zinc supplement deficiency. Also, so you will see like nail changes, you will be having hang nails and like white spots and pitting of the nails. You see like little punch spots in the nails, so you know exactly what it is when you see it. So those are some other ways you can look and see. And also there's some skin lesions like psoriasis and eczema are kind of signs of zinc deficiency as well.
So with the zinc, if you- is can you take too much of it, or is it okay to take more than one tablet? How does that work?
So if you don't have a cold, I would just stick with the 15 milligrams a day because too much zinc knocks off copper. So
Okay.
if you're taking too much zinc for long periods of time, your copper levels, your blood copper levels will decrease, and you don't want to do that because copper has something to do with it helps to control the levels of cholesterol. So you don't want to do too much zinc, and also too, you got to watch when you consume zinc. Well, take your zinc supplements because you can't take it with iron, calcium, and like foods with phytates, which you are in your grains and your legumes. So you don't want to take zinc at the same time you take those. You take them maybe 3 or 4 hours around, the times you have to take those, or if you eat grains or legumes.
So you definitely need to plan when you're taking your zinc supplement then.
Yes.
That's good to
Mhm.
know. I never thought about that. So I noticed in your information to me for our talk,
Mhm.
what is Be Propolis?
Yeah. So that be propolis is it's like a extra like a it's like what the bees use with it goes in with the wax to make the honeycomb. And what us naturopaths like to do, and people who like to use herbal medicines, they use it, and it's because it's good for colds, and that kind of helps stimulate the immune system. And
That's great.
so yeah, so and it's really good when you have like a viral infection and stuff, things like that. It's really good.
So again, for those that are maybe driving, listening, how would they reach you? Even though, as I mentioned earlier, your contact will be in the block below, but why don't you go ahead and repeat that?
Yeah, so to reach me, most definitely reach me on my website, www.ndhealthcalls.com. I got my contact information on there. You can call, send me a message, or whatever fits you at the time, and I can get back with you, and we can set up a time to do a 10-minute free consultation. Also, I'm on Facebook under the same name.
That sounds great. Well, I really appreciate your being here tonight. I know that we are going to be having ongoing conversations because of there's so many different topics on health and how you're helping people now as well as in the past. So thank you so much for sharing about zinc. I know I'm going to go onto your website. I think I definitely need to add that to my nutrition diet. It's part of my long-term and short-term goals. So I'm going to try to be proactive today and
There you go.
actually go and do that. So thank you so much.
All right. Thank you, Jacqui.